Hello, Eagle parents. It's been a while since you've received an update from DHS, so kind of wanted to bring you up to speed. I know there's probably a lot of questions, and right now, unfortunately, we have more questions than answers. It's been kind of chaotic, as you can imagine. Right now, as far as our return to school plan is concerned, we've got 3 committees that are working really hard. We have an operations facilities committee, we have a health wellness committee, and we have a curriculum and human resource committee. And those committees are comprised of administrators, board members, teachers, and community members. And they've all been working really hard the last couple weeks to come up with a plan. I know each committee's got 6 meetings planned per committee. And I think the average meeting lasts between an hour to 2 hours. So hats off to your board members. They usually sign up and run on the premise they're going to have 1 meeting a month, but as you likely know, they don't get paid for their service, and here they are, several board members on each committee spending the extra time on these, so appreciate that very much. Having said that, we are still working through our return to school plan and hopefully have something firmed up in the next couple of weeks for DHS, but it takes some time, as you know. On a different note, the Illinois High School Association, as you may have been aware, they loosened up their guidelines a little bit and their return to play guidelines and allowed our students to do more participation with their coaches. Unfortunately, I learned yesterday from Director Anderson that there was an outbreak at Lake Zurich and Lake County. They did some group tracing back to the high school, in fact. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem, and it's going to set us back. So now the Illinois Department of Public Health has asked the IHSA to revise their guidelines now. So coming out shortly will be new guidelines that require all participants, athletes included, to wear a mask, and it will eliminate any contact activity like a summer league or an open gym or something that you saw maybe on the news last night at Metamora High School, where 2 teams of different schools are playing together and having contact. So those new IHSA guidelines will be out shortly. But on the other hand, it's kind of been a litmus test for us schools as we set our guidelines and our plans in place, and then unfortunately, if an outbreak happens, how we'll handle that. So the thing that to keep in mind is to just be patient with us as we continue to revise our plans accordingly. I'd like to give a shout out to Athletic Director Cazalet. She's done a tremendous job ensuring that our coaches and athletes are following the mandated guidelines. She's been up here working every day to ensure our student and coach, our student and employee safety. So I appreciate her efforts very much. Different note, we had 225 roughly students get their first session summer school completed and earn credit. So that was all in an online format. Right now we currently have about 75, I think 70, maybe 78 students going through session 2 summer school online. So we look forward to the completion of that. We also have our graduation ceremony scheduled at the stadium here on July 25th. We're working through details for that, and that's almost completed. That portion of that will be online. The speeches will be online, but the graduation actual presentation of the class will be in person. And then a couple of dates you might want to be aware of. August 5th is the date that we have now, and we've had on our calendar for almost a year, that we plan to release student schedules. Understand that may change because of the nature of what we're dealing with. But right now, August 5th, they will know what their schedule looks like as far as what classes and what their teachers is concerned. Also, another popular request is we always have questions about homecoming. Our homecoming this year is scheduled for September 25th. So I won't take up much more of your time. I just want to let you know that what we've been working on, what we're continuing to working on, and let you know that we are working on this. And until then, I'm in the office the rest of the summer, so please give me a call or email me if you have questions. But until then, stay classy and stay healthy. Thanks.